Realize you're a human being.
That's right.
Don't ever think because I need the job, I'm gonna deal with this. No. A lot of us in America, we don't play that. We will quit the job and don't even care about the job. And some people say, "What you gonna do about eating?" Man, but you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I still find a job.
You'll eat.
You ain't gonna just talk to me like you feel like, well, you need me. No, hell no, I don't need you. You need me.
Right.
People need to understand is that the laborers and the employees are more important than the employer.
Right.
The employer think that he makes his decision. If you don't have no employee, then you can't even have no business.
Jeff and Steff, Jeff and Steff, Jeff and Steff, Jeff and Steff. Living the best life, doing it their way. Jeff and Steff, Jeff and Steff. No limits, no excuses, and they do it unapologetically. Who is it? Jeff and Steff. Who is it? Jeff and Steff. Who is it? Jeff and Steff. Who is it? Jeff and Steff.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Stephanie.
And y'all know who I am, baby. I'm Jeff from the ATL all the way down here in Nairobi, Kenya.
And this is the Jeff and Steff Show. Today we're going to talk about something that's dear to our heart. You've seen the short on it. It's some things that we just can't stand.
Like what?
Well, I'm going to tell you in a minute. There's some things that we just can't stand. We can't stand when people come to another country, right? Especially
trying to debo.
Especially non-blacks. But some black people come down here too and act up. But listen, they come down here, they come to another country or go to the other place, and they basically try to take over and try to make the people learn their language versus them learning the language of the land. Trying to extort some type of authority as if Kenyans don't they're not gonna jack you up. You just ain't met the right Kenyan yet.
Be like Tupac. I ain't no fighter there, but don't push me.
I ain't no fighter, but don't push. But listen, so yeah, what y'all think about that? Let's talk about that today.
Yeah. Well, let me say this right here. Now we're very consultation of people. Meaning is that if you mess with us, we're gonna mess with you. We're peaceful people. I've been in the Nation of Islam for quite some time. We're never the aggressor.
For sure.
But if you come upon us, we have our rights to defend ourselves to the death. And I'll tell you one thing, being here in Kenya is such a beautiful city. It's a growing city. Of course, it have many people with different ideas and way of life and how they do things in their country. Yeah. We had to learn it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we realized that we brought a lot of things from America, attitudes, and because we didn't understand the flow of things that's already here. You know, what you think?
Yeah, I feel like, don't start none, it won't be none. There's so many things, right? There's so many levels to this challenge, right? There are the levels of people coming from the outside, coming to the inside. And then there are some inside levels. There are some levels like tribal levels. Someone told us they don't know how to, when people see us, they don't know how to treat us because technically we're not a tribe. We're not Kenyan, technically Kenyan, right? We don't have a tribe and they don't know how to treat us. And I said, well, you treat me like a human being. You treat me with kindness. You treat me with respect. You treat me with love. And the same thing I will do for you. I will treat you with love. I will treat you with kindness, right? But it's not always the case. Like there are some tribes that have some dealings with each other and they treat each other subjectively, I guess. Well, no. So how do you call that? What do you call that? Like they treat each other like subordinates. Like one is the authority and the other one is subordinate to the other. And we also saw a video about even the Somalians that's in Minnesota, that division between them because of the tribes, and how the white guy won the election because the other tribe supported them because they didn't want to support their fellow their fellow man, their fellow Somalian. Doesn't make any sense. So let's just go into the fact. Let's talk about respect. Just a human being.
Well, we have to look at things like this. You have to break it down in categories, and you have to deal with it. One, classism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people think that titles of education is greater than others.
Right.
You have people that come from different countries think their country's better than other countries. You have people, even complexion, from the darker to the lighter.
Right.
You know, there are so many categories that we have to deal with. First of all, we all human. You want respect, they want respect.
Right.
That respect is a serious word.
It's serious.
And we have to deal with that, because the thing about it, you cannot want someone to respect you, you're not giving that same respect back. And so what ended up happening is that, coming from America, is that we have dealt with so much trauma through our ancestors and how they go through their struggle to get to this point. The same as here in every other country. But one thing about it, you have to see each other with respect, because if you don't, there's going to be a problem. And that's the problem that we're dealing with, and that's the subject that we're dealing with today. You know, what you think about that stuff?
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, the human element, you're talking about starting with respect. First, respecting yourself. Because what I'm finding is that how people do this bureaucratic thing and tribal thing and all these hierarchies, I have this degree, you have this degree. All these hierarchies come from the fact that people they don't respect themselves. And they're trying to make themselves bigger or make themselves think that they are bigger when you are. You know what I'm saying? You are. Especially our people. Our people, we the ish. Okay? We are the original man. We are the original people on this earth. We have no reason to, I don't have to exert my authority over you to let you know who I am. No, I can just be who I am. And I think a lot of people don't, in their mind, they don't really respect themselves. They don't love themselves. And they don't, they feel somehow inadequate. And when people feel that way personally, then they turn around and exert this so-called or this false authority, or throw their weight around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people who they don't respect themselves. So in that, it's like, first, the lesson to all people is that you need to respect yourself. You need to love yourself first. There's no way to there's no reason to exert your authority. You have to respect yourself. So I think it starts there. But when we love ourselves, respect ourselves, and know who we are, right? I don't have to push you around, and I don't have to exert my authority over you. And I think that's where it starts.
The way I look at things is that age is going to determine how to look at things. Sometimes when you're young, you don't see the things as you mature, which you should mature in time. What giving us a way of looking at things is traveling. Because a lot of times, if you don't travel, sometimes you kind of stuck in a circle, and that's all you know within that circle. So you must have to get around so you can meet other people and their culture, their way of life, because the way that you have your life don't mean that's the whole world that, you know, that deals with that life. And that's not true. And that's something that we have to learn. I'm telling you, that's something that I have to learn. Stephanie, she can speak for herself, but I think we can agree together that when we came to Kenya, it was a lot of things that is not in America. And we had to realize that this is not America. We had to tell ourselves this is not America. And so what ended up happening is that we have to take a little, give a little. There's still things that we do not like. We hopefully that we can see that we can make some changes. Not saying the change to benefit us, because the change to benefit all. Now, some person may say, well, who said that you are the leader of that change? I think there's a universal change that all of us to agree with each other. And again, that's called what? Respect.
Respect.
So respect don't have to be broken down. I think respect means this, and I mean respect means that No, respect have only one definition, and that's to treat someone like you want to be treated.
For sure.
That's universal. That don't have nothing to do with religion. That don't have nothing to do with to college education. That respect is just one word. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, and that's what they call it, the gold. That's the golden rule. You got to treat others the way you want to be treated, and then you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself, right? Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So it's like you just have to do it. That's just the step. Respecting yourself and respecting others. Because when you love yourself, you loving God because He created you, right? When you love yourself, you respect yourself and you understand that. And then now you can share that with others. Now being selective about who you share it with, okay, that's fine. That's an internal decision that you can make. But at the end of the day, you have no authority over another. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care if you're in a leadership position. I run my own companies. I do my own thing. And I also have people who work with me. And I don't call them my employees. I call them my partners. They are my business partners because I can't do it without them. And when we understand that, like, I can't do it without you. So you're my partner in this thing. If you don't work with me and you don't help me, I can't make this thing happen, whatever it is that I'm doing. I have some business partners in the States who help me with my real estate, and they're moving on the ground for me because I'm not necessarily physically there. I'm getting my clients, I'm talking to my clients, I'm servicing the clients, but they're doing the footwork for me. If they don't do the footwork for me, then I can't get it done. So who am I to talk bad or talk down on the person who is helping me run my business? We just need to get away from that. It's a thing. It's a thing that has this bureaucracy on this thing. It comes from the colonizer, and I'm just gonna say it, like, it comes from it's a colonial characteristic. Okay, and when we practice these things, we keep it going. When we practice things that are not right, this bureaucracy and, even, just the tribal thing. And when we do this, we keep things going, right? And we're not trying to keep it going. We're trying to make changes. And who are we to make changes? Well, we see that a change needs to be made. And my thing is, where I come from is, you see something wrong, you fix it. If dishes in the sink, you wash them. The floor need to be swept, you sweep it. They said, who's supposed to sweep the floor today? No, we all live in this house, so then we clean it. So that's technically how we should live in this world. We all live on this earth. It's our responsibility. Well, whose responsibility is it to pick it up? I didn't throw it down there. It doesn't matter. You live here. So we didn't create the problem, or we didn't make the problem, but we are perpetuating, or we are keeping it going, right? And so we need to stop allowing these things to continue to be. We need to stop letting it be okay. In the workplace, we need to stop allowing people to talk down to others. We speak to them with respect. We are all adults, right? We're not children. We're not your children. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it shouldn't be that way. And then, so when we kind of change that, kind of go into the next phase of that, is we're talking about people coming to another country and thinking that they have the authority to look down upon those who are from here. Well, this is their land. This is where they're from. They were born and raised here. We're visitors, or we are guests. We're guests in their home. And so while we're being guests in their home, even if it's for a short time or a long time, we plan on being here. We chose Kenya as our home. But how dare I disrespect another because I think I'm better than, or whatever. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I think that we are equal. I believe that Kenyans are equal to me. So I wouldn't dare come and talk down to a Kenyan or speak bad to them, even if they're working with me, if they're partnering with me. I'm not going to talk down to you. I'm going to ask you what you need. You know, even our the young lady who comes to help us clean, she's like family to us now. Like she's like a daughter to us, right? And when she came, when what she asked for, I asked her, write down your expenses, because I wanted to see that her expenses were being paid before we decide or we agree to allow her to come into our space and us you know, paying her. Like we want to make sure that we're paying you what you need, that your basic needs are being met. Because how dare you when you come all the way and travel to our home and we not pay you what you need? It doesn't make any sense.
Let me say this right here. Also, we like to add to the part of being disrespectful. Sometimes people feel like they have money, so my money can talk a little more than you because you don't have the money. Mm-hmm. No, that don't work like that.
Yeah,
that don't work like that at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it is that you feel like that my money can move things, and no, they don't have nothing to do with that. You know, you just got to understand, I'm a human being, you're a human being. Let's respect each other.
Mm-hmm. And that money thing is a big thing in Africa. Like people who have money are respected more. If you throw me a couple of dollars, I'll sit you at the table. I'll get you this. It'll get you this. It'll get you that. And y'all know we not like. First of all, we not walking around here shedding out money. And we never will. And I don't care how much money I got. I will not be distributing my money just going for prestige or whatever. Either you respect me or you don't. When we walk into spaces, you respect me or you don't. You don't respect me, I won't come back. It's easy to say. Easy.
Also, the money breaks down a lot of different ways. One thing we notice here, people with cars, certain cars that you have, you feel like more prestige that you are. Mm-hmm. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a lot of walking, being several walks a lot of time, and cars just feel like they have the right of way. Mm-hmm. They feel like cars, I'm in a car, you move. No, I'm not moving.
Right.
And we handle that too, because I'm telling you, is that I've been trying to be poly. And if you don't show the respect, I don't care if you're in the car, we'll come and jack you out that car. Tell you, I don't play that. You know, you just have to understand, you be patient and wait.
Right.
And let us by. You don't have the right of way all the time.
Right. You know, there's no rule for the pedestrian, so you really have to be careful when you're walking, and to protect. But my thing is, if you value life and you value another's life, you're not gonna run them over. You're not just gonna roll up on them like that. You'll respect someone. You'll understand that you might cause them to have fear because you're pulling up on them like you're doing, or you speed up, and you speed up when someone's trying to cross. Like, because there's no lights that necessarily tell you walk or stop or whatever, and the ones that are, they're not respected at all. It's like if you respect life, then you will do better with how you manage yourself and manage through traffic. But just like all of these things are all about respect, and how we respect others. We've seen the Chinese mistreat. We saw there was a video where the Chinese guy was beating his employee. We've seen them talk certain ways. I had to check a guy who was talking to my trainer, just crazy. And I was like, hold up, like he hears you. You don't have to go there. We don't have to go there.
In the video that has spread widely on digital platforms, the alleged foreign national is seen hitting the factory employee multiple times. He then picks up an iron sheet and strikes him several times more before trying to confront him further. Despite the obvious provocation, the victim seemingly restrains from engaging in physical fight. The video has sparked outrage online. Later, in another unverified viral video, the two are seen shaking hands, and the employee saying that he has forgiven the aggressor, stating that it is because he wants to continue with his job, despite the public uproar.
All right, and it's like when we see that, we immediately jump in because, like I said, we come from America. You don't disrespect people, right? And when you do, you're going to get checked. And, like I said, opinions are non-confrontational. So they won't. They'll just allow the people to talk and just keep going. So they're at the end of the day, they're like, listen, I'm just trying to get my check. I don't care. They don't care. I'm just trying to make it through the day. I'm just trying to get my check. And what they don't understand is that like they have the power to stand up and say, you can still get your check and you can be respected.
Yeah.
Those things can still and should still be a given. Those are givens.
Also, just realize you're a human being.
That's right.
Don't ever think because I need the job, I'm gonna deal with this. No. A lot of us in America, we don't play that. We will quit the job and don't even care about the job. And some people say, what you gonna do about eating? Man, but you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I still find a job.
You'll eat.
You ain't gonna just talk to me like you feel like, well, you need me. No, hell no, I don't need you. You need me.
Right.
People need to understand is that the laborers and the employees are more important than the employer.
Right.
The employer thinks that he makes his decision. If you don't have no employee, then you can't have no business.
And the employee has to know that. And that's the thing, is that you have the right to want these things. And let me tell y'all something. These jobs that people have, and people, these little customers, if you have a client, if you have your own business and you have clients, they are not your source.
Right.
Your source is the Almighty Creator, and He's gonna feed you whether you work for this particular person or you have this client or not. And when you decide that and you understand that is not your source is not them, right? Your source is the Almighty Creator. And then from Him, it is you knowing who you are, you being able to walk in. I think that's the most important part of this video, is that know who you are, know thyself, right? You can't be a leader. You can't be a owner of a company and effective, right? If you don't know who you are. Right. And I think this is a season where people are waking up and they're really getting to know self, getting to know who you are, that you are the creation of the Most High Creator. Right. And that you have the power, and the power is in you. There's not, these outside sources are just tools. Right. And so when we know that, then we won't let anybody come to us and mistreat us and talk to us any kind of way.
And I don't care what kind of title you have. I don't care if you're a doctor. Right. I don't care if you're a minister.
Right.
I don't care about no titles, and we should understand titles is one thing, but that title don't mean that you're superior.
Respect is a given, right? Either you respect me or you don't. But if you don't respect me, I won't be in your space and you won't be in mine. Right. And that's just a bottom line.
And I don't need a job.
And we can stand on that. Yeah, that's something you can stand on, and that's something that you have a right to. Right. And if people don't respect you, they don't deserve to be in your space. And that's just you knowing who you are. So listen, everybody all over the world, if this is something that you can take, not just for Kenyans or not just for Americans or not just for Chinese or Indian or whoever can take this, everybody can take this deal. It's like, listen, you know thyself, respect yourself, and then respect others. And when people don't respect you, you don't even have to get disrespectful, because then that lowers you to the same level they are, right? You respect you enough to not be in that space or not allow this person or whoever this situation is to be in your space. That's the bottom line. And when we start doing this as a whole, like, we have the ability to govern ourselves, self-control, right? And if we exercise these rights and these abilities, then we won't have a problem. We won't have a problem, and Jeff and Steph won't be snapping off, okay? So I hope that this triggered a conversation. We would love to hear you speak back to us about it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share. And we just hope, I don't know, we know this was more intense topic. But it has to be said. It has to be said. Know thyself, respect thyself, and then it should spread abroad. And if it can't spread, then we don't all need to lower ourselves to disrespect. We need to move around and make sure that we're in spaces that we're respected.
Real talk.
Who is it? Jeff and Steph. Who is it? Jeff and Steph. Who is it? Jeff and Steph.